We don't think more voices participating in our democracy makes us weaker. Just like we don't try to divide people by race or faith or orientation or gender. We believe we're stronger together, not divided. And if we keep speaking to America's hopes over their fears, and if we inspire them rather than divide them, if we have concrete plans to respond to the very real challenges that folks face with the same sense of urgency and compassion and empathy that we feel in our own families, in our own communities. If we care about every kid the same way we want this country to care about our kids, then we'll win in November. I know that, at times this has been a deeply dispiriting election year. And as I think back to 2008 or even 2012 and the sense of energy and hope that we felt, and I think about all the incredible work that we've done and the promises that we've delivered on, sometimes you wonder, how did we get to the point where we have such rancor? And there are a lot of theories about it. People have real struggles in pockets of this country. Change is happening fast, sometimes faster than we feel like we can absorb. There's a constant stream of information coming at us, and so much of what attracts attention is the bad news instead of all the incredible things that are taking place in every corner of this great land. But some of it, I think, really does just have to do with the fact that what's best in us has all too often stood on the sidelines and hasn't been heard and has left the field to some of our worst impulses. So I want all of you to understand that when I reflect back on these 8 years and I think about all the places I've been, all 50 states, towns and hamlets and big cities, suburbs and metropolises, and met people from all walks of life on the factory floor, in classrooms. There's so much goodness in this country. There's so much decency in this country. There's so much hard work going on in this country. There's so much ingenuity going on in this country. There's so much optimism in people's day-to-day lives and so much resilience. And we've just got to give expression to that. We have to reflect our best selves. And that means even during political campaigns. We've got to show our kids the values that we want to pass on to them. And you know what? The Democratic Party is not perfect. I can say that even in a Democratic Party dinner. We have our own blind spots and we have our own disagreements. We have interest groups that oftentimes are understandably thinking about their narrow slice of the issue, and sometimes we contribute to sort of the lack of civility in our politics. We don't always check ourselves. There are times where we're not consistent. and what we expect from our own leadership versus others, the times where we ignore inconvenient truths ourselves. But what I'm really proud about, what I continue to fundamentally believe, is that at its core, the Democratic Party believes that everybody counts. The Democratic Party believes in ordinary working people being able, if they're working hard, to get ahead. The Democratic Party believes that we got to leave a country and a planet that's better than the one we inherited for the next generation. The Democratic Party believes that everybody has dignity and everybody has respect and everybody is worthy of consideration. And the Democratic Party believes that we're all in this together. And that's what we have to show for the next little less than 30 days. That's what we have to fight for. This isn't just about winning elections. It's also about affirming this democracy and affirming the basic idea that people who love their country can change it. That the most important office in this country is the office of citizen. That ordinary people, when they get together, can transform this nation and can solve any problem and can overcome any obstacle and can heal any division. If you believe that, if you don't just go through the motions this time, but if you really dig deep and think about what's best in us and what are we fighting for and how do we give expression to that, if you believe that, I guarantee you, we will not just elect Ted Strickland as the next senator from Ohio. We will not just elect Hillary Clinton to be the next president of the United States, but we will secure a brighter future for the greatest nation on earth. And I'm going to be right there with you as a citizen of these United States. I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to organize, and I'm going to mobilize, and I'm going to make some phone calls, and I'm going to knock on some doors. And I want you along there with me, because we got to keep this thing going, because the journey's not done yet, because I'm still fired up, and I'm still ready to go. Thank you all.